Welcome everyone. What you don't see coming is today's timeless pick a card. Today we have three options. Option 1 on the left, whale spirit. Option 2 in the middle, bee spirit. And option 3 on the right hand side, dolphin spirit. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps will be in the description box. If you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you there. Welcome everyone who chose whale spirit. This is your reading. Before we move into the reading, I just want to remind everyone that my bracelet store has reopened. We were closed for almost a month, I think. We have restocked. So if you're interested in checking it out, the link is in the description box. All right, whale spirit. So your reading is all about what you don't see coming. The number 65 could be relevant, and the number 11. Trust the great mystery. So maybe you do have a hard time trusting when you don't know, when you can't see something with your physical eyes, or hear something with your physical ears, or feel something with your body, with your physical body, smell something with your nose, and hear, you know, you have a hard time trusting anything that's not your physical senses, maybe. Even though you may be highly psychic, and it's like, but you're here on the channel, so you want to believe, right? But you can have a hard time trusting when you don't see any evidence of what you intuitively know is true. But this is a confirmation here that what you don't see coming, despite the lack of evidence, of physical evidence of what you know intuitively to be coming your way, it is still coming your way. With the whale here, I see you are someone who is very wise, and you do have very strong psychic gifts, especially your intuition, so you must trust that, okay? The number 65 and the number 11 could be relevant. I don't know why, but I'm being called to the whale's belly, so I'm seeing abundance here with the whale's belly, okay? And you're being asked to trust the great mystery right now. Unique gifts. Okay, maybe that abundance in the whale's belly has something to do with your own unique gifts. Maybe you already know what these gifts are, or you're about to discover some kind of unique gift that you didn't know that you had, or you didn't see that as a gift or a talent. Or what you don't see coming is the possibility, the opportunity to use those gifts, and in a way that changes your life. With the 55 here, in a life-changing way. Something about your own unique gifts are going to be something that changes your life. It's going to be a game changer. The number 55 and the number 10 and the number 1 could be significant. What you don't see coming is change, and this change has something to do with your unique gifts. And these unique gifts are definitely wisdom and psychic gifts here, intuition, but it could be something else and something more. It could be something else and something more. It's like you've had a lot of experiences in your life, but there's something about you having superpowers that you don't know that are superpowers. And there's a meaning behind your quirks, behind your interests, behind your skills, because they're aligned with your purpose. And there's something about this all clicking in together. It's all going to click in together, and it's all going to make sense to you. Or you're going to have an opportunity to use all these gifts that you have in tandem, or you're going to discover that what you have had all along have been these gifts. Okay, you guys got turquoise. And it says peace, tranquility, patience. Okay, so whatever these changes are based on your unique gifts are going to bring you peace and tranquility. Maybe you've already been patient here. So it says tranquil and calm. Turquoise reminds you that these are gifts in the everyday, and each moment in your life matters. Small things add up and become big things over time. So maybe these are things that you've been working on consciously or subconsciously every single day, and your patience and your labors of love have been paying off, and it's all going to culminate in this one bigger thing, like this big whale that is going to attract in abundance. Have patience for all your labors of love, including yourself, regarded as a bridge between heaven and earth. So there's something that you're that you are grounding in the physical plane. There's some kind of thing that you're manifesting, bringing from the higher realms into the physical. Is a sacred stone in many Native American traditions. So some of you could have Native American origins, and used as a source of healing and connection. Link to the heavens within yourself, the parts that bring you joy and remind you of your own inner magic. So you're going to be reminded of what makes you happy, and what brings you joy is linked to that inner magic, those gifts that you have that are magical. Now you could have Jupiter, Venus, or Neptune in either Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Pisces, but again, doesn't have to be. You could also have maybe Scorpio in your 9th house, 2nd house, 10th house, or 12th house. You could have Sagittarius in your 9th house, 2nd house, 12th house, 10th house, 7th house, or Pisces in your 12th house, 7th house, or 9th house. Okay, these are just possibilities here. But I feel more peace and tranquility coming your way. And as a result of your patience and things that you've been working on every single day, day in, day out, especially if these are skills or gifts that you have, your talents, if you've been working on your talents, now you're going to see the results of the bigger thing that you are creating over time. You're going to see the results of your small efforts. Pluto, transformation. Yes, absolutely. It's like your life is definitely changing. Big changes and transformations with the 55 here in Pluto. Absolutely. It seems like you're renewing your life. You've gone within. You have used all those inner resources. Look, here's what I'm seeing. You're going to make something out of what apparently looks to be thin air, but it's not thin air. You won't need any money for this. You won't even need... Maybe the one physical thing that you do invest is time, but that's not even a thing. So because this is something that you've been naturally doing, you've been naturally working towards day in, day out, and it's not like you've dedicated a big amount of your time to this. This has been happening very energetically, mentally, and there are a few practical things that you've done, but I see this as being something timeless that didn't really take time, but it took patience and time in the construct that we know time, but you've been doing other things as well. So it's not like you stopped and you dedicated all your time to this. That's not what I'm seeing. But something in you has been evolving, composting, clearing. You've been going through cycles of death and a rebirth. And everything, the result of this big thing is things that you found within yourself. You didn't have to ask anyone for their time, their money, their investments. You didn't have to invest. You didn't have to go work to be able to support this. This has been happening from within you. It's your own inner resources. You went and you got all of your inner resources. It's like someone saying, oh, I don't have food at home, but they're not really looking into their pantries or their fridge or their deep freezer or any drawers or cabinets. They're not looking. And what you did was you went and you got every single one of your resources, be that your mind, your mental capacities and skills and abilities. And you said, well, wait a second, I do have stuff at home. Maybe it's not what I want to eat right now. Maybe it's not how I think it's going to go, but I'm going to put all these things together and I'm going to come up with something really different and unique. And what happened was you're coming up with something that you wouldn't have come up with if you had followed someone else's recipe and went to the supermarket and bought all those things. So it's like, while this was at the same time an exercise, a mental exercise for you, it strengthened you further, it made you smarter, and you're coming up with something unique, if that makes sense. These are all metaphors, okay? Someone here could have strong Scorpio in their chart. Yeah, and you know, I feel whatever phase you're coming out of has been intense. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have, let's say, cardinal signs. Let's say, well, not let's say, the cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancerian. Sorry, my voice is funny today. I think it's because I drank coffee. I can't drink coffee because it makes my voice more like a pure range. Anyway, sorry. I don't know, maybe that's a sign or a synchronicity for someone, the fact that I mentioned that, but maybe you're also becoming aware of how certain foods and certain drinks affect you, maybe affect you cognitively, or even your vocal cords or your energy even. So maybe that's something you're becoming aware of, and you're tackling those things and you're clearing away any toxic things or toxic behaviors or toxic substances or toxic thoughts that are taking over in some way, or have been or the reason why you haven't been more successful, or the reason why you haven't felt healthy, or you haven't had the energy, or your voice was coming out funny, whatever that was. Maybe you're a singer and you need to know that you shouldn't be drinking orange juice or milk or coffee before you sing, right? Stuff like that. So maybe you've been learning a lot and you've been putting things in order. Like, instead of going to the supermarket and buying more stuff, first of all, you put your house in order, if that makes sense. So you threw away what had the date expired, and you cleaned the cabinets and the cupboards and the drawers, and then you put everything in order. And you got, let's say, new containers, like glass containers, so that you could see all of your pasta and your rice and your salt. I don't know, guys, but it's like you've been through. And what I wanted to say, I know this sounds all over the place. Sorry, bear with me, guys, but this is going to be a point here. Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries. All right, think about these signs, possibly even Scorpio, but let's go to these 4 signs, the cardinals. You could have them in your south node, your north node, your Mars, Venus, Mercury, sun, moon, or rising, okay? And so if that is the case for you, Pluto has been in Capricorn for the last 16 years, and the next 2 months is going to be like the last little bit of that. And then in your lifetime, my lifetime, Pluto's not going to be in Capricorn again, right? Well, supposedly, unless we find a way of becoming eternal or whatever. But you know what I mean, or eternal on this earth. And if we want to, of course, we have to want that, right? But anyway, sorry, I keep digressing, but there's a reason for this. Maybe these are thoughts that are going through everyone's minds right now, and I'm just tapping into the collective consciousness right now. All this to say, I know you're okay. I hope you're okay, but you're the reason. Okay. No one, but what about your quiet treason? And for a fortnight, someone's listening to this Taylor Swift song. Okay, whatever. See, my voice is funny. I can't even sing. So those of you singers out there, don't drink coffee, okay? Even speakers, don't drink coffee. Anyway, it's like, why am I not getting this message out today? I guess 14 minutes in. So what I mean to say is that if you have these cardinal signs in these placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, Mercury, or South Node, North Node, chances are the last 16 years of your life, you have been affected by karmic relationships, karmic patterns. And so these next 2 months between September and November will be a clearing away of everything karmic and toxic. And I feel that you are at the tail end of this. So my bet is to say that option 1, you guys have strong cardinal signs in one of the placements that I just said here. And so it's been intense, okay, to say the least, especially the last 16 years, which is a long time. For some of you, I wouldn't say, but almost your whole life if you're 18. And it's going to get better. This all was happening for you to become... You were going through a lot of restrictions here. And so now you're breaking free from those restrictions once Pluto moves into Aquarius. So it's time to be free from the karma. It's closing the karmic cycle or cycles. And so it's going to get better. It's going to get better. And maybe that's what you don't see coming. Maybe that's a big part of what you don't see coming. But in the middle of all this, your rebirth, what you don't see coming is your version 2.0, is your the results of how you have been reinventing yourself. And mind you, if you do have strong cardinal signs in the placements that I said, these next 2 months are going to be the final chapter of this saga, these 16 years. So if you have anything that you need to tidy, throw away, and again, this could be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? The next 2 months is when you're going to be wrapping things up, wrapping up karmic cycles. So you're going to wrap up these karmic cycles within the next 2 months. So a lot of change is happening, and we have broken hearts. So part of the karmic cycles that you may have been going through have been breaking your heart. You've been felt, oh my gosh, what's going on? It's not even Mercury retrograde anymore. You've had your heart broken in the past, let's say 16 years or 9 years, or maybe 16 plus 9, which would be 25. So the last 25 years, some of you could be 65, 55, or between 55 and 65 years old, or yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be, but there's something about your heart being broken here and you having cried over this. Look, what I'm seeing here with the number 9 here is that you're closing that cycle. You're finally mending your heart. You've been working on it and your heart is going to be mending. And maybe you don't see that coming. It's like one day you go to bed sad and brokenhearted. The next day you wake up and it's all gone. That energy vanished. So maybe the next 2 months are going to be quite intense still in when it comes to your feelings. But once that is over, it's like you're going to wake up 2 months from now and it's all like you've never felt this for the last. It's like you're going to have a sort of amnesia over the last 16 years or the last 25 years or for how long you've had your heart broken. Maybe it was 9 years, or maybe it was 11 years, maybe it was 5 years, or even 1 year or 10 years. It doesn't matter how long. I see this energy of you waking up and gone. This, because whatever transformation you've been going through, it's been intense. You've been feeling all kinds of emotions, right? The strongest emotions, the nicest emotions, the worst, like it's been, and it's almost like with Pluto here, that scorpionic energy, you kept it all to yourself and you kept a brave face. You were stoic through these changes. Like no one really understood or knew what you were going through because you had such a strong front. Like you always showed up. I don't see that you always showed up with a smile on your face, but you could even showed up with resting bitch face. I don't know, but you showed up in your dressed as a warrior almost, like your game face on, you're like ready for life every single day, and no one really knew that you were crumbling inside. So there's another song coming up from Taylor Swift, and it's called I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, so that could be significant for you. Yeah, I can do it with a broken heart. You've been doing it with a broken heart for so long, and once this heaviness lifts, you're going to have a sort of amnesia, and you're not going to remember that pain. You're not going to remember that pain. Wow, this reading, my goodness. I didn't get too many cards for this reading, but it's so like intense and interwoven and layered, and I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you're getting out of this, because I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm sure if you're still here, if you haven't clicked off this video, it's because there's definitely a strong message here coming for you, and you needed to know this. Let's see. 7 of Swords. Yeah, it's like you've been in self-sabotage mode. And this is so interesting how this card to me is one of the most interesting cards out of all of this deck, and I'll tell you why. This mushroom here is called the Amethyst Deceiver. Okay? Amethyst is known to assist in letting go of, assisting with letting go of toxic habits, addictions, and it's just good with warding off addictions, okay? And we have Deceiver. So it's like there have been behavior patterns, thought patterns, substance use maybe, or just addictions and toxicities and codependencies and relationships that have been toxic in your life. They were just deceiving you, or you were deceived by the fact that you went through certain things, or your own mind was deceiving you, your own thoughts were deceiving you. And in some way, this set you into a spiral of self-sabotage. So maybe you did sabotage good relationships, or you sabotaged what could have been good circumstances for you because you were being deceived by your fear, being deceived by something that you were taking that was toxic, that was changing your brain chemistry, or deceived by old belief systems that should have crumbled. And so I feel in the last... But there's been a transformation at the same time, and there will be a crumbling of those faulty foundations happening for you. And I do see that it's going to be easier for you to let go of these deceiving patterns, these patterns of behavior or thought or whatever it is that you've been doing or thinking, or whoever it is you've been relating to, wherever it is that you've been, that has been deceiving you, your brain, your hormones have been deceived, your neurochemistry has been deceived, your electromagnetic field has been deceived, and therefore setting you into self-sabotage. But there's something about an awareness that you're going to gain, a clarity that you've been gaining, and a transformation that's been occurring for you, within you, energetically, that is changing these patterns for you. And so you're going to let go of self-sabotage by letting go of all these deceiving patterns that you've been in some way connected to throughout your life, or throughout the last, let's say, 16 years or 9 years or 3 years or whatever that has been, right? Page of Cups. You're giving yourself a second chance at life. You are ready to embrace the good things in life, new friendships, trying out using your gifts, working on your gifts, acquiring skills to allow you to expand those gifts, new territory, loving yourself, self-love, okay? There's a new path of self-love that you're going to be walking here. You could have strong Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, South Node, or North Node. We have the Hermit. Yeah, I mean, this to me is talking about the next 2 months. I feel the next 2 months you're still going to be like in this introverted mode. You could have Virgo in your chart. the next 2 months, I don't know why this reading, what you don't see coming is in the next 2 months, I feel you're going to retreat further into your shell. But it's just another 2 months and then it's all over, because then you're coming out the other side. And it says artist's conch, so maybe you are an artist, but that doesn't have to be the case. This looks to me to be a shell and at the same time a cocoon. That even looks like it has a face in there, if you can see it. But anyway, it's like you're going into your cocoon for the final stage of the butterfly that is you, that is going to come out. Your version 2.0, right? And then that's when you're going to really start living and enjoying life. So the next 2 months, I'd say you at the final stages here of going within and collecting those gifts, working on those gifts, honing on those skills, taking out the trash, so to speak, and doing all the things that we mentioned before. And then we have the Six of Wands, and then you emerge beautiful butterfly, because that's what it looks like to me, victorious. And we have a daisy there, so that may be significant to someone. Emerging victorious out of that cocoon, out of hiding, out of the whatever you've been hiding from the world as well, and you're going to be successful. You're going to be applauded. You're going to be vindicted. I just heard vindicted for some of you. Not in a negative way, okay? We don't promote that on this channel anyway. You're going to flourish and blossom into who you've always meant to be in your very unique way with your quirks, and you're going to understand why you were given the gifts that you have and why you were meant to be genuine and authentic in sharing those gifts and why you had that specific combination of gifts. It's because that's how you're meant to be successful. And that's how the world is meant to see you. Let me just tell you that you're going to be very protected, right? For some of you, you're going to have a fandom or a following, okay? Online, could be on a screen or something, or all over the world. Honey, it says honey mushroom. So we have blue and red, could be significant colors. Artists, could be someone here, could be artists. We have amethyst, could be a significant crystal. Also citrine and also honey. Honey may mean something to someone. You're going to get your honey. You're going to get your worlds. It's like you're going to come full circle here. You're going to wrap up a cycle very successfully so. And you're going to move into a new cycle. And the new cycle is going to be very protected. And I see whatever you're bringing down from the ethers to the physical plane with those unique gifts and through this process that you're going through is going to bring you a lot of physical material success, if that makes sense here with the world. Meanwhile, we have full moon in Gemini, which happens around December. So around December, you're going to get the answers you need to close the cycle, to fully wrap up this cycle. So I feel the next 2 months, you're going to be tying up loose ends and closing up this whole cycle. And in December, that would be the last month of the year, that's when you're going to get the answers to fully sew this cycle in and start a new one. Like, what's next? Maybe you're asking me, but what's next? What is this all about? You're going to get your answers in December. So come back to the channel in December if at any time and watch the videos there. Or when I launch my December pick a card or something like that. Then you could get some answers about what the next chapter is going to be like. Or just head to the pick a card called something about your next chapter. I think I uploaded it within the past month, so there could be messages for you about what that next chapter is going to be like. You could have some Gemini in your chart, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo as well, possibly, besides all the other signs that I said. So that was your reading. It was such a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comments section. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome, option 2. You guys chose this beautiful bee spirit, busy bee. So you may resonate with bees. And it says sweet results await. Sweet results. So what don't you see coming? Sweet results. As a consequence of all your hard work in the physical plane, as a consequence of your spiritual journey with the number 7 there, as a consequence of being a good team player, as a consequence of being the life of the party, and as a consequence of how you've taken things and you've pollinated them here and there for everyone's benefit and not just your own. Okay? So you're about to be highly, highly rewarded by the universe because of all your selfless work, because of all your teamwork, because you've realized that you're part of something bigger and it's not all about you. As a part of your own generosity toward the greater good, as a part of your how you intelligently gave yourself to something bigger to create a better world for everyone. Okay? Oh, and as a result of your high vibration, because you know when bees, they have this high vibrational hum and buzz. When they fly around, they emanate a very high vibration. And you know the color yellow? So joy, as a result of you raising your vibration and spreading the joy. Wow. You know how the bee's vibration and frequency creates the honeycombs with this specific, is it sextagonal? 6 sides. Hexagon. Is it a hexagon? It must be. Yes, it's a. Why did I say sextagonal? Hexagonal. Hexagonal. It's 6 sides. It's octagonal, septagonal. I don't know. Pentagonal. It's hexagonal. Hexagonal. Yeah. So the number 6 could be relevant to you as well, and the number 7. Nuts and bolts. Something about nuts and bolts, because I'm just looking at. Some of you could be working on some kind of device that is going to be very, you're either working on a device or improving a device that is going to be very successful as a product because it's going to be useful for a lot of people. And so it's going to be a success. Whatever product this is that you may be working on, seems to be a physical product, okay? Physical product. For some reason, that's coming through. Wow, busy bees. Beautiful. Sweet results await. Okay, love to see that. Yeah, and it's a result of you getting your ego out of the way. Yes. So it may be that you've gone through an ego death or you were never very connected to your ego to begin with. High heart chakra, yes, absolutely. Ecstatic bliss. And again, this is taking me back to the bee's frequency. Higher frequency, doing things out of love, the energy of love. And we have the number 6 here, yeah. So that hexagonal number 6 could be relevant to you. What you don't see coming is sweet results and ecstatic bliss. All because it's been a labor of love for you. Your heart chakra is elevated. You're connected to the higher heart chakra. You're connected to the higher heart chakra. And now I can't help but see this. Look at those 2 beautiful hummingbirds. Again, the frequency of the hummingbird. If you know anything about the frequency of the hummingbird, please let me know in the comment section. But they're sharing a heart. They're sharing a heart. So this could be a higher level soulmate that you don't see coming. Or sweet results with a higher level soulmate if you already know who this is. Ecstatic bliss with this person. Beautiful. And 2 lotus flowers. So both of you have been through tough times, murky circumstances, possibly a lot of trauma. But you're going to find yourselves, or you're going to unite and come into union. And you're just going to feel ecstatic and blissful and sweet. It's a sweet, blissful relationship that makes the 2 of you ecstatic. I just heard ecstatic electricity, so that could be something. Electrical, you electrify each other. It's an electrifying connection. So beautiful. It's divine love, and it's a result of your own selflessness. Again, the high heart chakra is very much in tune with the B energy here. It's unconditional, it's selfless, it is generous, it is compassionate. You are very heart-centered, and you're gonna be getting really beautiful results because of that, and more joy coming your way. I feel like you guys are stepping into your dharma. I'm going to say the same thing I said for pile number 1. I feel you guys, whoever is choosing to watch these picket cards right now, you may have strong placements in the cardinal signs right now, meaning that you have been very affected by Pluto and Capricorn. That has been operating on and off for the most part of the last 16 years. And it's coming back for the last 2 months in that leg of 16 years. In some important area of your life, wherever you have these cardinal signs, it could be your sun, moon, rising, Mars, Venus, Mercury, or it could be your south node or north node, okay? And so you have had karmic cycles that you've been in the last 16 years that have been connected to that. But what I see here is that you've had to have patience, but you're closing out those karmic cycles and you're stepping into your dharma. I would say at the end of, for the next 2 months, you're still working your way through these karmic cycles, but I would say in 2 months' time, you're stepping into your dharma out of these karmic cycles. And it's because you chose to be patient, you chose to heal, you chose to be grateful, you chose to give love, you chose to be in the energy of unconditional love, you chose to raise your vibration, do the work. You did the work with the bee spirit here, and you're going to be highly, 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 ecstatically, blissfully, sweetly rewarded, okay? Beautiful. Yes. And you know what? Your life purpose is really connected to exploring what allows you to feel joy, okay? So I feel this part of your life now, the dharma that you're stepping into, will be the most joyful part of your life. So that's really beautiful to see as well. You guys got kunzite, and it says love, femininity, and transition. So the next 2 months will be a transition phase. I do feel the last 16 years have been a transition. If you've been around for that long, of course, the best part of your life is about to start, is what I'm seeing here. Let me just amplify the brightness here. So what I think you don't see coming is that you're going to be breaking down barriers that have been surrounding your heart, okay? And it says kunzite offers unconditional love to heal lingering wounds. So lingering wounds will be healing, I feel, in the next 2 months. Kunzite helps you feel safe while being vulnerable. Yeah, if you really had a hard time being vulnerable, you're going to feel safer in opening up and being more vulnerable. And you're going to feel more, you're going to allow yourself to express your love more authentically and expansively than you have before. And it says a very high vibrational stone, which I feel is your energy here. Kunzite's protection can be used as an energetic shield that surrounds your aura and protects it against emotional vampires and negative influences. Because maybe part of this 16-year karmic cycle has been connected to emotional vampires, people who siphon your energy, people who drain you. And maybe you've been kept away from people who have positive influences in your life because you needed to close these karmic cycles. And maybe you didn't have access to these people or full access to these people or these situations or these circumstances because you had to close things out with the emotional vampires, the negative influences, the toxicity in your life. You needed to address this and heal this, take out, the trash or whatever. You couldn't come into this dharma bringing the karma with you. It's like, it's two ends of a spectrum. It's like, it's the same thing as being in fear and being in love. You can't be in both at the same time because one thing is the complete opposite of the other. They can't really coexist at the same time. Same thing as dharma and karma. And so it's like next 2 months are going to be like a transition phase, and then you're going to have the rites of passage to your dharma, is what I'm seeing here. It's like from puberty to becoming a mother for some of you, or becoming a mother to becoming a grandmother. Kunzite supports loving your body no matter what phase of your life you're in. You're going to feel better in your body, okay? You're going to feel better in your body. I feel you're at the tail end of getting rid of emotional vampires, toxic influences in your life. And you're going to be very protected. Your energetic shield is going to be more protected moving forward. Maybe you've learned how to protect your energy. Saturn, yes. Okay, so for those of you who haven't been like influenced by Pluto and Capricorn in the last 16 years, maybe you're coming out of your Saturn return, let's say within the next year, okay? Because you could be turning either 31 or 61, okay? For some of you, these very specific ages. And the last cycle, until you turn 31 or 61, so that's how long this is going to last, and that's how long it's going to take you to get out of that. If you're in between 27 and 31 or 57 and 61, right? Very specific time frame. If it's not the case that you have those, what do you call them? Cardinal signs that were affected by the Pluto in Capricorn, then it could be the case that you have your Saturn return and you're coming out of it. Or you had the both at the same time, could be the case. And in that case, you've acquired a lot of wisdom. You've had to be very disciplined, very structured. Maybe you dealt with a lot of oppression, suppression, limitations, restrictions that are all going to be lifted like poofed like that, right? Because Saturn is that same energy of Capricorn. And so you're going to be freed in more ways than one. It's felt heavy. You felt stuck and constricted and restricted. And you're just going to break free. But the good thing is that you're taking... Life has been testing you, right? Again, Saturn is connected to karma, but you're breaking free. But where you're bringing with you the discipline, the structure, the responsibility, everything you've learned, the practical lessons. But it's like, even the self-control that you've learned, you've matured a lot. But the thing is now, you know, discipline is a way to free yourself. But it's not when you make all your life around discipline alone, right? So I feel like you're going to take that discipline, and now that you have that foundation of discipline, you're going to feel free because you've spent all this time working on that discipline. Maybe a lifetime, guys. I don't know. For a lot of you, it's been a lifetime. But now is the sweet part of your life. Now is when you get to enjoy life. Right? If you're working, you're not working because you have to make money or because, you know, you have to make ends meet. You're working because you love what you're doing, if that makes sense. Okay? Or you work as much as you want to work, or you work because you like to work. Right? Okay. Beautiful. There could be messages in option 1 for you guys, but that is just if you felt called to option 1, okay? Because I'm seeing very similar themes here. All right. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. Yes, your energy here is showing that you've been working on something for a long time. You've been practical, resourceful, you've been disciplined, responsible, and things have been moving slowly but surely for you. And it says white truffle here. So a lot of you may like truffles or truffle pasta or truffle olive oil. I don't know. But, and I'm seeing Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo here. Could be in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, South Node. But you see, your hard work is paying off. All that work that you've put in is not going to go to waste. No matter what you're freeing yourself from, you're taking all your hard work with you. No one can take what you've built away from you. No one's going to be able to take away from you what you've built, if that makes sense. We have the Devil. So that's the toxicity that you've been getting rid of. That's the toxicity that you've been getting rid of. And there have been some aspects of the reason why all you could do was work on the same things and be practical was because you were being restricted maybe by your own thoughts or people who were toxic and restrictive, and who knows, right? The number 15 could be relevant, and the number 6, the moon. Maybe people didn't really understand or know that you were going through this and you kept it to yourself. And I'm also seeing that I feel what will be revealed to you is the toxicity that's been running your subconscious, that has been hidden from you, there's going to be light shed on that toxicity and what needs to be healed. What is making you fearful? What is making you anxious? What makes you stop yourself on your tracks? What makes you have the lack of courage or the lack of confidence or the lack of... Where does your lack of self-worth come from? Where does your lack of self-esteem come from? All this is going to be revealed to you so that you can work on it and heal it. Okay, truffles may be significant, lobsters may be significant. And we have poison fire coral, okay? Coral reefs could be significant. And we have the number 9. You're closing a cycle of battle after battle after battle after battle that you maybe didn't even understand why you were going through all these battles. And it's going to become clear as day to you now exactly what was running you subconsciously that was keeping you on a hamster's wheel in a loop. This constant loop here, that you're going to realize that, yes, you've maintained yourself, okay? We got to give you that. You never gave up. You never gave up. And thank goodness you never gave up, because then you wouldn't live to see what you're about to experience in this lifetime. It's all going to pay off. It's all going to pay off. It's like you really, really hung in there, because look at the Empress. Forget if this is a feminine or masculine energy. Whoever you are watching this, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? All that hard work paying off, all the work you've done to heal yourself and your subconscious, all the times you never gave up, you kept going. And we have hen of the woods. So hens could be significant. You're about to get all the support, all the abundance, all the love, all the prosperity that you deserve. You're finally going to get everything you deserve. Cancerian energy, Capricorn energy. With the number 6, we have June. So Gemini and Cancerian energy, are the signs that I'm seeing here, as well as Libra and Taurus. You're gonna make progress in a way that you're coming from a Knight of Pentacles to the Empress. The Empress represents all 4 queens in one. The Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Love, the Queen of Passion, the Queen of Psychics, the Queen of Prosperity, the Queen of mental sharpness, all in one. And this is what you have been becoming through this process. And because you never gave up, because you understood that you needed to work for the greater good, and you're going to be highly rewarded for this. Luck is on your side. And you know what they say luck is? Luck is a combination of being prepared and the opportunity. Now look, you've been preparing, and the opportunity is going to come, and you're going to feel lucky, but this is not luck. This is a result of your hard work day in, day out, your selflessness, all the things that I said, right? And you're getting a new beginning around the last week of November. You're going to get a new beginning here. And you're going to feel very, very lucky. You're going to feel lucky. But know that this is a result of you, what you've done. And it's not luck, okay? It's not just luck. It's because you prepared and the opportunity is coming. Whatever that means for you. And that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. I love how high vibrational these readings are today. I'm really happy to see that. And I hope you're happy too. So let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. I just reopened my bracelet store, so if you want to check it out, you can go in the link in the description box. It was such a pleasure to read for everyone. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome, everyone who chose Dolphin Spirit. This is going to be your reading. This and that are true. The number 20 could be relevant. The number 2. Before we start the reading, well, part of the reading, of course, is the song by Taylor Swift, I Can See You. I don't know why, but this song came up in my mind. Now I want to figure out, I just want to look at the lyrics. I can see you. So, okay, so let's look at the lyrics here. You brush past me in the hallway and you don't think I can see you, do you? I've been watching you for ages and I spend my time trying not to feel it, but what would you do if I went to touch you now? What would you do if they never find us out? What would you do if we never made a sound? 'Cause I can see you waiting down the hall from me and I could see you up against a wall with me. What would you do, baby, if you only knew that I can see you? And we kept everything professional, but something's changed. It's something I like. They keep watchful eyes on us, so it's best if we move fast and keep quiet. You won't believe half the things I see inside my head. Wait till you see half the things that haven't happened yet. Well, what would you do if I went to touch you now? What would you do if they never find us out? So you can listen to the song, but with Dolphin Spirit here, I feel this could be a soulmate that you don't see coming. I can see you. Do, 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 do. Pass me a note. So someone's maybe gonna write you a message or pass you a note. This song was just playing on my mind over and over and over again. Dolphins could be significant for you. So maybe there's someone who's been watching you and they haven't said it, or they haven't said everything they feel for you, or that you wouldn't know, or maybe you know but you don't know the full extent. And what you don't see coming, or maybe you've had this conversation with this person already. Higher level soulmate, someone playful, some kind of playful interaction, romantic, even pleasurable. The number 20 and the number 2 could be relevant. Someone could be 20 years old, someone could be born on the 20th. This and that are true. Oh, I just heard just because we're friends doesn't mean we can't be more. Just because I've never said anything doesn't mean I don't feel it. Maybe someone's been observing you while you're being playful, while you're enjoying yourself. This and that are true. But there's something in the song that says, what would you do if you knew? What would you do if you knew exactly how I feel about you, exactly what the extent of the feelings are? So if you're the one observing someone, there's a message here for you. If you're the one being observed, here's a message here for you, okay? Because this and that are true. Guys, this and that are true. If you want to elaborate on this phrase here in the comment section, go ahead and do so. I'd love to know what you guys think about this or know about this saying, this and that are true. How would you elaborate on this? How would you elaborate on this phrase? I want to know. Dolphin Spirit. But again, there's something about a secret here as well. Someone needs to keep this a secret for whatever reason. You don't see this coming, so Starseer. All right, that seems very random based on the question that we just, not the question, based on the energy that just came through, but there could, what's the connection? The number 46, the number 10, and the number 1 could be relevant. You could be a starseed. If you don't know your starseed origins yet, you can go and check out my starseed pick a cards here on the channel to find out. Okay, well, climbing the ladder of success. What you don't see coming, for some of you it's fame, for some of you it's stardom, for some of you are going to get tickets to a concert. Random. Some of you are simply climbing the ladder to success. Reach for the stars. Reach for the stars. Don't settle for less. That's the message coming through. Reach for the stars. Don't settle for less. And with the dolphin spirit here, work becomes play. Play is work. Work is play. So you won't have to work another day in your life because you're going to have so much fun, is what I'm seeing here. You're going to be loving what you're doing professionally. So work is going to feel like play for you. Work is going to feel like play. Listen to your intuition. Trust the holistic journey. Your dreams are going to find their way into being in your life. Look at the bigger picture. The outcome that you're expecting is going to be a lot better and a lot more aligned than you think. So it's going to be even better than you think. And the more playful you can be, the more you can harness this energy, the bigger it will be. Because it means you're trusting in the process. And you're having fun. You're having fun with what you're doing. And because of that, you're spreading that energy around you. And you're inspiring others to do the same, to have fun with work. I think this is a green emerald. No, it's a green aventurine, okay? Prosperity, fortune, and opportunity. So for some of you, it's money. For some of you, it's an opportunity to make a lot of money. For some of you, it's an opportunity to be seen, to be applauded, to be... But I see money tied to this. I see a lot of money. Because it says prosperity and fortune. So wealth, money, wealth, fortune, prosperity. Those words are coming through. You could have Mercury in Aries for some of you. Doesn't have to be. Known as the good luck stone or the stone of opportunity, aventurine is used to attract abundance into your life. It propels growth, not just physically but also personally, presenting learning opportunities for your soul's evolution. Aventurine also aligns situations so opportunities can appear. So there will be situations aligning for opportunities to appear for you. Now these could be opportunities to link with a soulmate, to career opportunities. Things are aligning. Aventurine, so acting as a stabilizing force, you're going to feel more stable because adventure will balance out male and female energy, be that of two soulmates or within you, to bring a soothing harmony between yin and yang. So a connection with a higher level soulmate will be soothed and harmonious. And it says aventurine can also attract love, complementing the heart chakra and resolving lingering emotional issues. So there will be lingering emotional issues resolved, maybe with a soulmate where things have been kept secret for whatever reason. And if there have been lingering emotional issues from that situation, those will be resolved through love. And you're attracting love. And there's just harmony between masculine and feminine within you and without, with someone else. Higher level soulmate. Things are becoming lighter and more playful between you. Sixth house. For some of you, it's a work opportunity or an opportunity to expand your business. Job opportunity. Some of you are getting a job in the entertainment industry or expanding on your business. For some of you, there's something you do daily, like your daily work, that will, where you're going to be making more money. Or you're going to get a job opportunity that will bring you a lot of money, or a work opportunity and something that you're working on every single day, and you're going to reach the top. You're going to reach the top. You've been working on your health, and it's going to pay off. Your contribution to society is going to be rewarded with prosperity. Whatever it is you do to heal, to be of service to society, will be rewarded with prosperous finances, okay? Angel of Strength. Someone here could have strong Leo in their chart or Virgo. Also Cancerian and Gemini energy. Your strength is paying off. Your self-confidence is paying off. With the number 50 there, 50 could be significant, but the number 5 changes. Changes because you've been strong. Changes because, oh, you're going to have the courage to change something. If you've been lacking the courage to change something, you're going to have the courage to make the change you need to make. Bravery, courage. You're going to feel strong enough, you're going to feel confident enough, you're going to feel worthy enough, therefore you're going to have the courage to make the changes. The courage and the strength to make the changes that you need to make. Be that in your daily life, your job, your goals, a soulmate. For some of you, it's you speaking up what you've been observing or hiding, or someone speaking up what they've been observing or hiding. Having the courage to come forward. Okay. Okay, so what you don't see coming is that someone may have been observing you. Someone may have deeper feelings than they let on. Maybe they have deeper, bigger intentions than they've told you. And they're going to have the strength and the courage and the confidence to reveal these things, to make the necessary changes. And this may affect your daily life, their daily life. Page of Wands, uncharted territory, new territory, a new inspiration, a new day, new vitality, new passion, feeling inspired, feeling ignited. And luck is on your side with Ladybug. Lady Luck, Ladybug. So, that is lucky. You could have a message in option 2. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart. We have 4 of Swords. Maybe you've been in your head a little bit. Maybe you've been shy to take action or lacking the courage because you felt either shy or inept or lacking the confidence here and so either you or someone wasn't taking action due to shyness, lack of confidence, or the fact that this was new uncharted territory and someone didn't really know what to do, so didn't do anything. Could have been you, could have been this person. 5 of Cups. But someone felt either you or this person that they or you were missing out, and a change needed to happen, or a change needed to be in some way there needed to be a change, or there needs to be a change. Otherwise, someone is left in a feeling of loss, like not having access. I just heard all this love, where do I put it? All this love and nowhere to go. Or changes. Okay, inaction leading to sadness and loss, like missed opportunities or the one that got away, but change is afoot here. Someone is changing this because the courage, Ace of Swords, someone's seeing the truth of how the lack of action has led to disappointment, has led to regret. Someone is regretting not having taken action. Someone is sitting in regret. You or someone in your life is sitting in regret for keeping this a secret, or keeping you a secret, or keeping feelings a secret, or keeping intentions a secret, or keeping a connection or a relationship a secret. Or for some of you, it's keeping your work a secret, or a product a secret, or your talents a secret. You've been observing other people, but you've not been sharing your talents, and therefore you've been missing out for some of you. And you see that the truth of why you've been missing out is due to the fact that you haven't been taking action. You haven't been doing anything about it. I just heard it's time to do the thing, right? thinking about the thing is not doing the thing. Procrastinating on the thing is not doing the thing. Planning on doing the thing is not doing the thing. Doing everything else, and ignoring the thing is not doing the thing. Talking about the thing is not doing the thing. So it's like you've had this epiphany or realization that if you want the thing, you have to do the thing, right? You can be thinking about writing a novel, but if you don't start writing it and dedicating a certain amount of time in your day to actually doing it, like, I'm going to be really honest with you guys, and this is a thought that's been going through my head since I've been reading Pile 1. You may not know this about my channel, but many times I don't feel like recording and I procrastinate. I'll do everything under the sun before I record for the channel. And the reason being is because a lot of the times, and I don't know if this is due to the energy, sometimes I don't always protect my energy. I'm at Pile 3 and I'm very energized. This is very unusual. So something's changing in my energy, and I feel something's changing in your energy as well. Because if I'm saying this, it's because it relates to you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be mentioning this. I've been accused in the past of someone saying in the comments, oh, she just rambles on, talks about whatever she wants to talk about. Well, it could be true, but I am, in my mind, I'm channeling and I am helping a lot of people, or so I think, or at least, the comments speak for themselves and, everything else, but maybe not. Maybe I'm delusional. Who knows? I just keep doing this. I just keep feeling nudged to do this. And it's because I know that it helps a lot of people. But again, I get accused of just rambling about on whatever I feel like talking about. Now, the reason why this whole channel started was because I kept on having spiritual awakenings and learning. I learned for about, when I say I learned, I mean in the last 16 years, because I have a lot of cardinal signs in my chart, and I went through my Saturn return at the same time. The last 16 years, Pluto's been in Capricorn, whatever. If you know what I'm saying here, if you don't, doesn't matter. But the last, let's say 16 years, I've been doing deep dives into a lot of learning, researching, reading, watching things, listening to things. And yes, people may say I just talk about whatever I want to talk about, but when you guys intuitively choose a pile, it's gonna, unless you're coming here for different reasons to this channel, but if you're coming here for the reason to follow your intuition, grow, and improve your life, that's why you're here, and that's why you're choosing a pile, not just to attack the channel, obviously. Only someone who wouldn't know what I'm doing here would do that. But anyway, you're having an epiphany and awakening, and you don't see this coming. And you're going to realize that it's the fact, or you or someone else, okay? Take what resonates. And you're going to realize that the reason why there was a sadness or a lack or a loss or something here, or a lack of action may have due to feeling inept, or a lack of confidence, a lack of worthiness. Self-worth could have been down. Esteem could have been down. Maybe you need to understand this about a soulmate, or maybe you need to understand this about yourself. And you need to understand that what's been stopping you, or what's been stopping this person, was, or what has been stopping anyone from progressing was the lack of action, doing the thing, right? Or a lack of confidence, a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-esteem even. And there's a sense of an epiphany happening here that can be worked through. There are things that you can do to improve your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, your physical health, that are then going to feed your self-confidence, your self-worth, your self-esteem, right? There are these little things we can do every single day, but we need to start them. We need to take one step and do the thing every day. Be that saying one word at a time, one phrase at a time, doing one thing at a time, putting one foot in front of the other in every single area. Now, to some of us, some of these things come easier, like working or working on something new, and we put one foot in front of the other. For others, it's like the bigger difficulty for others is sharing themselves emotionally. That would be very hard. And so even for that, you need to put one foot in front of the other. And when it comes to taking acts like leaps of faith and having the courage to do something, to change something, or do something you've never done before, or break from a cycle, that could be even more daunting to people. But it always starts with taking a few steps. Even imagining the possibilities, or allowing yourself to do it in your mind first, and imagine all the possibilities without just killing it from the get-go. And again, going back to, I was saying, I don't always feel like doing these readings. I kind of, do other things that, of course, support my life in different ways. Because if I have a tidy environment, if I have a decluttered, tidy mind and environment, and if I've done my exercise for the day, and if I've taken out the trash, and if I've laughed, or if I've spoken to someone I love, and and I feel more uplifted, whatever, then then maybe that's the time to do the thing. But and sometimes I even started thinking, because everything we love to do, if we do it over and over and over again for some time, it becomes more of like a chore, even if it's a job that we used to love. And you know what? This particular pick a card has reminded me of why I started my journey. And so I feel there's a message in pile 2 for you guys to make as well. Sorry, I'm mixing Portuguese with English now. But just do the thing. You're not going to feel like doing it every day, and every day is going to feel different, but it's day in, day out the progress that you make that matters here. You're going to have some kind of awakening or epiphany when it comes to this. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so this is wealth, stability, material stability. So here's the thing. What you don't see coming is this idea that you have, this inspiration, this new path that you're ignited to be on, that you're maybe procrastinating on. The truth is, if you stop procrastinating and if you do the thing, what you're going to reach is a lot of stability and prosperity, and even wealth, maybe. Really good health as well. It's going to be good for you. It's even going to be good for your physical health. The more you work on your strength, on your confidence, on your self-esteem and your worth, the more you're going to start to see that showing up for you in very material ways as well. In your health, in your mental health, in your physical health, and in your surroundings, your money, the people who surround you. But it's like you have to exit this energy of shyness, and you need to start taking physical, practical action, because when you see the Queen of Pentacles, this is telling me that once you decide to do that, and that's the awakening that you're having, things are going to unfold for you very quickly. You're not going from the Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. You're going from the Page of Wands, this initial inspiration, to as soon as you put action on whatever this thing is, whether it is speaking your emotions, whether it is taking action from the heart space, things are going to move really fast in the physical world. And you're going to be very okay financially as well as health-wise, is what I'm seeing here. That is the truth. The truth is that you're meant to be this very stable and healthy person, right? As a result of a balance between your love life, your work life, what makes you happy. So the questions you need to be asking yourself is, what makes me happy? Is how I can share my happiness with others, so then I can ignite others and inspire others to also do that for themselves. And it becomes a ripple effect, a butterfly effect, and all of a sudden we're all doing it. And we're all reaching new heights, and we're all reaching for the stars. But you have to trust and have faith, and you have to reach for the stars, meaning you have to believe in your dreams. And believing in your dreams means that you take steps toward that. You do the thing. Show the world the real you. You have to be genuine. You have to be authentic. You have to be honest and truthful with yourself and others. Okay? If you're a daisy, you're a daisy. If you're a ladybug, you're a ladybug. If you're a lion, you're a lion. If you're a dolphin, you're a dolphin. Right? Live in your truth. Ace of Swords is all about truth. Once you live in that truth, the world rewards you. You become a star in your field, in the world, whatever. You get your soulmate, you get your health back on track, right? Because part of being healthy is being authentic and genuine. Authenticity is the highest vibration of them all, close to God. You have fear down here, which would have you wearing masks and playing roles that are according to others and not yourself, are people pleasing and fear of judgment as a result of fear of judgment, etc. Versus you start going up, and confidence is one, forgiveness is another one, and you start going up and up and up, and you get to joy, or you get to love, and then joy, and then peace, and then authenticity. Authenticity will encompass the love, the peace, the joy that you need to feel. And it opens up a world of abundance and prosperity in a healthier way. Because once you're healthy spiritually, you will be healthy mentally, you will be healthy physically. And once you're healthy physically, see how this all, you have the health, the mental health, the physical health, to think straight, to think clearly, to act clearly, and to act appropriately. Right? And then you can start being playful. And then as soon as you know it, work turns into play and play turns into work, and you start just effortlessly creating this abundance. Less is more. Work smart, not hard. And that's the energy here that you don't see coming. That's already energetically working for you. And that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. I hope this reading was helpful. Let me know how it resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another child. What? Okay, guys, I don't know what that means for anyone, but I see this childlike energy for you, so that's great. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. I reopened my bracelet store. If you want to check it out, link is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next one. Bye.